What if I told you the best-selling video game of all time isn't a flashy, blockbuster action title, and that the number 2 spot is held by a game that's almost 40 years old? Today, we re-dive in deep into the digital archives to count down the 10 best-selling video games in history. Some of these will surprise you, some will bring back waves of nostalgia, and one might just be running on a device in your pocket right now. Let's get into it! Starting our list at number 10 is Red Dead Redemption 2. Released in 2018, this masterpiece from Rockstar Games has galloped its way to over 61 million units sold. It's more than just a game. It's a sprawling, living world set in the dying days of the American frontier. Players step into the worn leather boots of Arthur Morgan, an outlaw struggling with his loyalty to his gang and his own moral code. The level of detail is just staggering, from the dynamic weather systems to the nuanced interactions with every single character. It's a slow burn, a cinematic epic that rewards patience with one of the most compelling stories ever told in gaming. If you've ever wanted to truly live the life of a cowboy, this is as close as you can get without the dust. Next up, at number 9, we have Mario Kart 8 and its deluxe version, zipping past the competition with over 69 million copies sold. This game is the undisputed king of kart racers. Whether you're playing on the Wii U or the Switch, Mario Kart 8 is pure, unadulterated fun. It's the ultimate party game, a source of both triumphant cheers and friendly rivalries. The genius lies in its accessibility. Anyone can pick up a controller and start racing. But underneath that simplicity is a deep layer of strategy. Mastering drift boosts, knowing the shortcuts, and praying for that perfect item from the question block. It's a formula for endless blue shells may have ended friendships, but they've also helped sell millions of copies. At number 8, we have the one that started a global phenomenon, Pokémon Red, Green, and Blue. Originally released in Japan in 1996, this trio of games, along with its yellow version, has sold over 76 million units combined. It's hard to overstate the impact these games had. They weren't just games. They were a cultural reset. Suddenly, kids everywhere were on a quest to catch 'em all. The simple, yet addictive formula of exploring, battling, and trading little pocket monsters created a worldwide community. From the iconic choice between Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle to the final showdown with the Elite Four, these Game Boy classics created a legacy that is still going strong decades later. Sliding into the number 7 spot is a name that needs no introduction. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, or PUB, with over 75 million copies sold on PC and consoles. This is the game that arguably ignited the Battle Royale firestorm. The concept was revolutionary at the time. 100 players parachute onto an island, scavenge 4 weapons and gear, and fight to be the last one standing as the map shrinks. The tension is palpable. Every rustle in the bushes, every distant gunshot sends your heart racing. PUB is a raw, tactical, an unforgiving experience. It's not just about who has the fastest reflexes, but who has the smartest strategy. Securing that winner. Chicken dinner is one of modern gaming's most satisfying achievements. At number 6, we have a title that came bundled with a revolution. Wii Sports. This game has sold an incredible 82.9 million copies. Largely because it was packed in with the Nintendo Wii console. And what a brilliant move that was. Wii Sports broke down barriers. It got grandparents bowling in the living room and families competing in virtual tennis. The intuitive motion controls made it instantly understandable and incredibly fun for people who had never even held a controller before. It was more than a game. It was a social event, an activity, and the perfect demonstration of what made the Wii so special. It proved that gaming could be for everyone. Now, we're entering the top 5, the true titans of the industry. And at number 5 is a game that has defined a generation of open-world chaos and storytelling. Grand Theft Auto 5. Launched in 2013, GTA 5 has sold a mind-blowing 200 million copies and is still a chart topper today. What makes it so enduring? It's a triple threat. You get 3 distinct protagonists, a massive satirical version of Southern California to explore, and a story that's part Hollywood blockbuster, part scathing social commentary. And then there's GTA Online, A constantly evolving, shared world where you can race, run businesses, or just cause mayhem with friends. Rockstar created a digital playground that people simply don't want to leave. Breaking into the number 4 spot is a puzzle game that has transcended gaming itself, Tetris. Specifically, the version released by EA on mobile platforms has sold over 100 million copies, but if we consider all versions of Tetris across every platform imaginable since its creation in 1984, the estimates range from 500 to 600 million units sold. It's the perfect game. The rules are simple. Guide falling blocks. Call tetraminos to form solid lines. The gameplay is pure, addictive, and timeless. It's a game of order from chaos, a zen-like experience that can be played for 5 minutes or 5 hours, from Soviet computers to smartphones. Tetris is a universal language, understood and loved by all. Our bronze medalist at number 3 is the mobile version of a game we just mentioned, PUBG Mobile, with over 1 billion downloads, which translates to an equivalent of roughly 300 million paid units based on industry metrics. Its success is astronomical. It took the intense battle royale formula of its PC counterpart and optimized it perfectly for phones and tablets. It's accessible free to play and has allowed a global audience to experience the thrill of the hunt. The game's success, particularly in markets across Asia, has made it a cultural force with massive esports tournaments and a dedicated player base that numbers in the hundreds of millions. The runner-up, our silver medalist at number 2, is the creative powerhouse that is Minecraft. With over 300 million copies sold across every platform known to man, Minecraft is less of a game and more of a phenomenon. It handed players a world made of blocks and said, do what you want. And they did. People have built everything from simple dirt huts to full-scale replicas of entire cities. You can survive the night against zombies and skeletons, or you can switch to creative mode and build to your heart's content. It's a canvas for imagination, a tool for education, and a community hub that has connected millions of players of all ages. Its simple aesthetic belies a depth that is virtually limitless. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The number 1 best-selling video game of all time, with an unbelievable 600 million copies sold, is a game that originally came out in 1984. The actual number 1 best-selling video game of all time, with over 600 million copies sold across all of its versions and platforms, is indeed Tetris. Yes, I mentioned it before, but its sheer dominance deserves its own undisputed spot at the top. Think about it. This game was designed by a Soviet software engineer, Artyksy Pajatanov, on a computer with no graphics. It spread through word of mouth and floppy disks before becoming a global sensation on the Nintendo Game Boy. Its elegant simplicity and addictive nature have allowed it to be ported to literally everything with a screen, from graphing calculators to smart refrigerators. It is the perfect puzzle game. A timeless piece of digital art that has sold more copies than any other game in history. It is the undisputed champion. So there you have it. The 10 best-selling video games of all time. From the Wild West to the blocky expanse of Minecraft and the eternal perfection of Tetris. What did you think of the list? Did any of the rankings surprise you? Let me know your favorite game from this list down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this trip through gaming history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time, game on.